out this Friday. We had a chance to have an early screening of it, and it is fantastic. It really is. And literally from kids of all ages, from 5 to 105, everyone's going to love it. What you're seeing that we have right now is really reminiscent of the film in that the colors are just so inviting and so soft, and the lace that you see on these sheets, these 400 thread count easy care microfiber sheets, is just exquisite. We've got these for you in your choice of blue, ivory, lavender, pink, or platinum, and we do have them in full, queen, king, or California king. Now, Allegra Buffington, who is our Cinderella, is joining us here at HSN. How are you doing,
my
Allegra?
goodness, you're so sweet. I think. Wait,
You're
is that
princess.
while she was cleaning up in the kitchen?
Right. Right. I love it. I am glad you're here for this event.
I'm so excited about this movie. It was
I know,
really
so
beautiful,
am I.
and I thought these are the colors of Cinderella's garden.
Especially the, yes, and the blue,
The blue
of her
the
dress,
sky,
and
the blue of
yes.
her dress. We have these appointed with a lace detail that is just magical. Like the Disney production, you will feel so special when you're sleeping on these sheets, because when you have this extra detail on your pillowcases and your top sheet, when you make the bed, even if it's with your simple coverlet or your existing comforter set, they come to life with a completely different perspective. And we have all this assortment of the Cinderella colors of Disney.
Absolutely.
The blue and the ivory we've paired together on the bed. But look at this shade. This is the lavender, and this is absolutely gorgeous. It is the color of certain tulips that you see in the garden.
Yes.
I love that shade.
Absolutely.
There's that rich ivory, and I hope
Very
you're able
nice.
to see this lace detail because it actually has a backing to it. It's scalloped on the edge, and
Right.
it looks just like the handmade lace of the Victorian era.
It's a different kind of lace that we don't normally see.
Exactly. It's the first time that we've done this at Highgate Manor, and it definitely has that vintage feel to it.
Okay,
We have a
vintage.
beautiful shade of pink.
This
is so pretty. This is the
beautiful.
color of the roses that were growing on the vine in her garden.
It matches your blouse, your beautiful
you've
blush.
got that little blush color
Yes.
to it. I
Yes.
love that shade. And imagine how beautiful you look in the morning.
Ah,
Just like Cinderella's cheeks, you know, that
Yes.
fresh pink in her cheeks.
yes. The innocence of the pink.
That's right. We can regain that innocence even if it's long gone. And then we have that pretty shade of platinum. But these are not just a pretty face, because these are also the workhorse of your linen cabinet, because these are wrinkle resistant. They are the easy care story that we've been selling. You absolutely love them. Now, this happens to be a brand new collection done specifically for this movie, so inspired by the magic of Cinderella, the Disney production.
Absolutely.
And you are going to love the fact that they look gorgeous, but also when you've been sleeping on them, they resist wrinkles. When you take them out of the dryer, they require almost no maintenance at all. And having said that, they become some of your absolute favorite linens that you'll go to. But they create this elegance. Your top sheet, so the entire width of your bed, if you've got a king-size bed, this is a big piece of real estate. This is 104 inches with a king-size bed. You've got all of that from one side of the bed to the other, done in this beautiful, abundant lace detail.
That's right.
With the backing, which is very nice because that gives a lot of support during the laundering process.
Okay.
So wrinkle resistant means that you don't have to worry about losing color. The saturation of the dye is really true. So wash after wash, they stay this beautiful shade of blue. If you get the lavender, you're going to have that depth of the lavender, wash cycle after wash cycle. I would definitely recommend, this is a little bit of a splurge because these are your really luxury specialty sheets. But because of that easy care story that has been so popular now for a number of years, I would say get a couple of sets.
I would.
If you can do it.
Because these are, you're going to feel them, and they feel so beautiful, and they look so beautiful. You're not going to want to just keep them as your good sheets that you only put on the bed every now and then.
Right.
You're going to, you really are going to want to have them in your weekly, daily, monthly rotation, so that you can have something beautiful to sleep on and to see and to make up every morning when you're making up the bed. And I always say it's a little bit of money because, we did spread out the payment, so you do have flex pay here. It's a little bit of money, but if it gives you that pleasure, that enjoyment of seeing it every day, why not go for it?
Absolutely, and especially when you can see that this color palette was definitely made to go back one color to the other. For example, the platinum going back to the lavender is absolute perfection. You've seen those colors not only in nature but in jewelry. This looks like a platinum ring with a beautiful amethyst stone done in the Rose de France color.
Yes.
You've got the pink opportunity with that
so
platinum.
Pretty.
That is so fresh and crisp. And gray really is one of those new neutrals. So if you've already done the whites and you've done the ivories, but you're looking for something else that will go back to nearly every color in the color wheel.
That's right.
Because this is a neutral that goes back to the cool colors as well as the warm colors.
And I love that platinum, the platinum color itself can really speak. Let's say you share your bedroom, it's you and your spouse, and he doesn't want anything that's maybe too girly.
Right.
So he can appreciate the platinum.
Oh, yes.
You can appreciate the lace. Everybody's
happy, and especially the person who is doing the laundry, because that's the person that really counts.
Yeah.
That's the bigger voice in the household, I think, because you're not going to have to toil like Cinderella over these sheets. You can take them out of the dryer, and really, in a snap, they come out almost completely wrinkle-free. So I like to take them out when they're still slightly damp.
Okay.
And throw them over the back of a couple of chairs. And then that way, the weight of the fabric of the sheet hangs out any creasing that you may have. But wrinkle resistant is a wonderful story. You have 400 threads per square inch of this luxury fiber that is cotton rich. So they breathe. They have that beautiful sheen to them, which is the sateen finish. And then we've adorned them with that lace detail that really sets these apart. You're not walking into your local whatever department store and finding these sheets. This is done exclusively here at HSN, your Highgate Manor collection of presenting that magic and the inspiration from Disney's Cinderella.
I really like these, and I'm glad that we were able to include these in our event as well. I see that a lot of you are loving these as well. Platinum is the color that you're picking up most often.
Not surprised.
Most of all. I'm not surprised either, because they're all really good, and I think I'm holding and really leaning onto the blue because I have seen the movie, and there's just the beautiful welcoming factor of the blue that goes throughout the film, from the clothes that Cinderella wears herself and to everything that you see. So I personally love the blue, but you choose the color that's going to be right for you. And when you look at this lace, you're going to understand why we're saying with the flex pay, it is very affordable. Knowing that something like this can really have a high price tag.
Yes.
You would normally think that these would be your quote-unquote good sheets, and you would only bring them out a couple times a year, but these are going to be the sheets that you want to see every day.
Well, especially when it's not just the pillowcases. And by the way, the lace is on both sides of the pillowcase.
That's right.
If we wanted to cut some corners, we could have easily just done one side. They go all the way around. So you've got lace detail front and back, which means when you're dressing the bed, you peek these out from the edge of that beautiful decorative sham. And you've got this magical piece of lace border.
That's right.
Fold the top sheet over the edge of your comforter or your coverlet, and you've got all of that magic. It is so beautiful. It's so romantic.
It is. And you know what? When you look at this, again, I was saying this lace looks different than what we traditionally see as lace, but to me, it is reminiscent of the round carriage that, well, Cinderella's carriage.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And the carriage wheels. You've got that beautiful symmetrical design element. But do think about doing some gift giving. It is almost wedding season. And you know, one of the best gifts that you can give to somebody who's starting off their new life together, as did Cinderella and Prince.
Yes.
You've got an opportunity to give something that the bride and groom will use night after night. This is such a practical and yet luxurious item. So if you're thinking about neutral for gift giving, I would say the platinum or the ivory are your best bet when you don't know what people's color skates are going to be.
That's true.
These are
it's going to work across the board.
It's a hit. You cannot make a mistake. And whoever in that family household is the one that does the laundries will really appreciate the thoughtfulness of somebody that doesn't have to spend a lot of time in the laundry room.
Yes.
Because that's really, it's so unnecessary. We have better
chore.
Things to do with our time.
That's definitely right.
I can think of a few things I'd rather do. I'm sure you can too.
Absolutely. I'm always looking and saying, okay, well, I've got to throw that in the wash. I mean, it's really a chore.
Yes, it is.
And so if you don't have that as a chore, and when you do have to, launder the sheets weekly and you put them on the bed, isn't it nice when not only can they can look this beautiful, but you don't have to spend time to make them look beautiful.
It's
just,
effortless.
it's all, that's right, it's effortless. It's all in the way that they're made. So when we say easy care, like I wish everything in life could be easy, whatever it is, easy cooking, easy working, easy exercising.
Just the word easy draws us in like a moth to a flame. It's like, well, really? What's easy?
Yeah.
Okay. Think about when you've thrown in sheets in the past, and if you've forgotten them and they've been in the dryer for a while, what has happened? I've had to rewash sheets. I don't enjoy doing that because that's not energy efficient for my time and for the washing process. These you'll take out of the dryer, even if they've been sitting there for a while, and they're going to look this magical. So they're effortless, they're beautiful, they have a crisp hand to them. If you've ever stayed in a beautiful bed and breakfast, that's what I think of when I see this kind of appointment.
I do too.
Particularly luxury linens that are used in places that accommodate guest after guest have to be quality because they're going to be laundered a lot more. They have a crisp hand to them because there's more body. 400 threads per square inch of cotton-rich fabric has the perfect weight for 4 seasons with breathability, with that crisp hand, with that look that's very old world, very classic.
Right.
It reminds you very much of maybe your grandmother's linens that were so beautiful, but you would never have those on your bed because they're so high maintenance, and you'd have to hand wash them and and iron them. Oh no,
they would be so special that you almost didn't want to sleep on them.
You just pull them out to show friends when they come to visit, like, oh, look at my grandmother's linens.
They decorate the linen closet instead of decorating your bed.
Exactly. These are the ones that you're actually going to go to, and when you pull them out, what happens is you feel as though you've indulged yourself in something super special. You say, wow, my bed could have just been ho-hum, but now I'm making my bed look like it's ready for royalty. It belongs in a palace.
Absolutely.
And that's what these are all about. That's the inspiration.
Well, as they say, you know, every man's home is his castle.
Correct.
And this is a way for you to bring the inspiration of Cinderella and the castle that she ultimately lived in, but also the feeling of that and the specialness of that, and the indulgence of that into your bedroom every day. And so even the softness of the colors, you'll notice when you see the movie, everything is so rich, but it's also very tactile. Like it makes, it pulls you in, and that's what these colors do. So from the blue that we have on the bed to the ivory, we have the pink, or the lavender, or the very popular platinum.
Oh boy, that
color
always sells out first.
Always does. Well, you can see why. I mean, it's just really great choice. So we've got it at an event price and 2 flex payments. So about $35 on your credit card. That's it, and you have luxury at home. Allegra, thank you so much.
Thank you, darling.
Definitely, and we're going to see you back at 2 o'clock,
2 o'clock today.
All right, we'll
More
see you back at
goodies.
2. Thank you.
Thank you.